Hey strong people, Beck here from StartingStrongman.com, and I present to you Strong Talk Podcast. Hey strong people, Beck here, and I present Hey strong people, Beck here, and you're listening to SBD presents the Strong Talk Podcast. Well, not really, but that is some of the exciting news, because now we have a lot more information on World's Strongest Man 2020, where it's going to be, when, and the new title sponsor. So now it's SBD presents World's Strongest Man. Though SBD is a sponsor of Starting Strongman, and you can get all your SBD gear at store.startingstrongman.com, they're not the title sponsor of the podcast yet. I can be bought, and I know they're listening. So anyways, I think that is great news. Before we even go into that it's in the same place, it's in Florida, it's earlier, blah, 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 that we have a real strength-focused company as the title sponsor again, the first time since Metrex, and everyone remembers Metrex World's Strongest Man. Now it's SBD's World's Strongest Man, and I think that's awesome. And I'm a little bit later going to go into that. I hear it's a long-term deal, and I think that's really great. There's been some up in the air as far as finding title sponsors for World's Strongest Man the past couple of years. It hasn't went as smooth as people think. There's been a lot of rumblings and rumors behind the scenes that some years people are like, we don't even know if there's going to be one. And with this year, with the inventor of World's Strongest Man dying, Barry Frank, it's kind of goes up in the air a little bit on what the future of World's Strongest Man can be, and if a great company like SBD putting their money where their mouth is, investing back in the sport as they do, and some other companies do as well, but SBD, I mean, they go above and beyond. They're now the title sponsor. That's awesome for World's Strongest Man and Strongman as a whole, because we want World's Strongest Man to keep going and have that kind of support, so all the athletes get supported and we get to see it. So the news is, it is back in, oh man, I need to remember how to say this place in Florida. Bradenton? Or is it, I think it's Bradenton. Or is it Bradenton? I'm going to go with Bradenton. And I can be wrong. Last year, like 3 people in Florida got mad at me. You can let me know. As you can see, this is not the normal place I'm filming things. I'm in the passenger seat of my Tahoe, which I've either been in the driver's or passenger seat for pretty much 2 weeks now. Because I am currently moving across the country. So I will see people more in the South later. So we're going to Bradenton, Florida in May. So that's 4 months from now. We only knew the location about 1 month last time. So that is a big plus. We can start booking your trip. It's going to be May 20th through the 24th. And there's a little bit of news. Last year was the first time that it was, they called it an accelerated format. So reference the brand new format is our high tempo accelerated schedule, which we tested in 2019. Prior to 2019, we had stage 6 qualifying events over 4 days and 6 final events over 2 days. The new schedule provides a more condensed and drama-packed experience for our spectators. And there's more. So in 2020, the first time in World's Strongest Man history, this is the big news here, all of the events will be staged in a central location. And I have that location. This is an exclusive, but I'm sure someone will publish it by the time this video actually goes up. Which I will try, because I'm on internet Wi-Fi, which isn't great in the middle of Arkansas. It will be at the Premier Sports Campus at Lakewood Ranch, which will feature ample seating for spectators. Now, this has been the biggest problem, because I said this last year in my World's Strongest Man recap, is that something needs to change, because the fan base for World's Strongest Man has outgrown the format, and it looks like they're trying to address it. It's going to be at Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch, which is a little outside of Bradenton. It looked like they had like 22 different facilities. There looked like some where there was some amount of grandstands. I reached out to the facility and left messages, but no one has gotten back to me yet to inquire about the seating capacity. Hopefully it's in the thousands. but it looked like there was like 200 plus acres of facilities, so there should be plenty of room. So yeah, and there's a giant diesel truck parking. So I'm gonna kill this video. Now that Cummins has stopped idling next to me, I can get back to that video. I can get back to this video, and yeah, so that's great news that we're going to have an actual place that manages other events. Sports are actually taking place at, or take place at it. It's not just some random beach or some square in the middle of town. So it's set for people to watch sports. It seems like soccer, lacrosse, etc. is played there. I tried to reach out to see what the seating capacity is. No one got back to me yet. If you know, let me know in the comments below, because I'm sure you guys will hound them. Yeah, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure admission will be free. That's generally how it works as Strongman, but not confirmed here. So don't hold me to it. So it is going to be, it's going to be, the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch, which will feature ample seating for spectators. They will stage the qualifying round Wednesday, May 20th, and Thursday, May 21st, 2 to 3 events each day. Friday, May 22nd is going to be an off day, and the final is set for Saturday, May 23rd, and Sunday, May 24th. 2 to 3 events each day. Hopefully there's 3, so we can get a 6-event final back, and I think this is awesome news for Strongman. The biggest problem with Worlds is that it had not caught up to the fan demand and that's what I said in my recap video of it last year. And in 2020, it looks like they're listening. I really think it's moving forward, and hopefully I get to go down there to watch. It's not too far from where I'm moving. It's like an 11-hour drive, which is a little long. I've been driving everywhere, and just the whole thing of moving into a whole new house, the thought of getting back in a car again is dreadful. But I'll probably forget in a week or two once I'm settled into the new house, and maybe I'll see you in Florida in May. Again, Cliff Notes, the main stuff, if you watch this point, is 20th through the 24th. Qualifiers are on 21st and 20th, 2 to 3 events each day. Friday's an off day, the 22nd, then Saturday, the 23rd, and Sunday, the 24th. The finals are going to be held, and that's at the Premier Sports Campus at Lakewood Ranch. That's outside of Bradenton, Florida. And maybe I'll see you there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'm Kalle Beck. And also, yeah, props to SBD for stepping up. Props to the World's Strongest Man people for kind of listening to fan demand and growing with the sport. And RIP Barry Frank, who brought World's Strongest Man to this point. And I hope everyone involved. 2020 will be a big year, the first year he's ever not been a part of it. And hopefully it's one of the best years yet. And we'll, have, as we learn everyone who's competing, I will let you know. So please be sure to subscribe. Follow me at Let Kalle Lift, at Starting Strongman across social media, and I'll be coming back with more Strongman news. So hit subscribe and let me know your thoughts on today's video.